Okay, we are back. We have Stacey with us from Universal Studios Hollywood. As you saw watching the live stream, we were watching Nintendo World video. So my first question, Stacey, is I would love to go to Nintendo World over the summer. What do I need to do to acquire some free passes?
Certain.
Yes, there we go. There. Okay. My my students would be so jealous. My students at California State University Fullerton, they love it. They've been talking about it since it opened, and even I had one group. I'll show you a picture when we finish. That they did their project. Supposed to pick a company and talk about how a company is growing and their areas of opportunity, and they did it on Nintendo. So we talked about that, and they dressed up in
Yep,
costume.
yep.
So proud.
That's so fun. All the Mario
Yes.
and Luigi's running around.
Yes, exactly. And they had the other ones too, Donkey or somebody. It was crazy. So, anyways, you're here, you're at WeCon. Share some thoughts with us about your experience with us here at WeCon. What did you
It's been
learn? What are your takeaways?
I mean, WeCon is always one of my favorite,
Mm-hmm.
conventions to come to. It's my third one so far.
All right.
My first one was the March 2019.
Okay.
So I got to
Oh,
hit it off Santa
So
Barbara.
you got Santa Barbara,
Yep.
February 2020.
Yep,
So go
yep,
ahead.
yep.
Okay.
So it was fun.
Oh,
So it's been
yes.
really watching this program regrow back
Yes. Mm-hmm.
since the shutdown and everything, and really starting to see it get its like legs back on the ground.
Yeah.
What I really enjoyed about this one was like I felt like you guys embrace the environment that we're in. So it's like a very tranquil hotel. It's very relaxed. So even the opening night reception was that same way. It was like, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Like go get your aura reading, go get your crystals, go figure out a little bit of you. And I think taking planners or anyone that works for like a supplier or hotel, we're always so go, 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 go with events. So having those moments of just like reconnect with yourself, I love that it was kind of incorporated this year in kind of a different type of tone and feel.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Cool.
What were some speakers that you saw or just a nugget that you might have gotten out of one of the sessions that jumped out at you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the one that really jumped out at me was still the first opening keynotes when we did the
Yes.
freestyle.
Oh,
So
that's
doing the
great.
beatboxing freestyle, I don't know if
Yes.
anyone talked about, it, but for me, like it kind of like loosened everyone up. I think
Yeah.
it was a great way to just kick it off, and I never would have really thought about going down that road to kind of loosen up. I mean, I did theater classes when I was younger, and I think you always were thrown in to go do that stuff,
Right.
like before you go do that fun stuff. But having it in like a a planner type situation, it was a great way to be like, hey, shake it off before you go meet a client. Like have some fun with it. We are in the like industry of fun, and to like remember to have fun while we do it. So
That's so great.
Yeah.
And then going back to taking care of yourself, right? I think in our industry, we all could do a better job at taking care of ourselves. So, what are some things you do to keep yourself whole, to make space for yourself when you're not working, which I know is probably a lot?
And it is hard. I mean, like everyone, I sometimes all of a sudden find myself like closing my computer really late at night. I really try to carve out the time with my fiance, and we have this like hardcore. We always have to get our dog out for like a 2 mile walk every single evening at like 6
Aw.
p.m., 7 p.m. before it gets dark.
After dinner, yes,
After
yes,
dinner.
Manny, see?
Digestion
Yeah,
walk.
digestion walk.
We had a guest on one time who's a health coach, and she
Yes.
told us all to do digestion walks. Yes,
Yes.
But for me, it's also, it forces me if I'm in the office that day, like I got to get home before it's dark. I
Good.
got to go walk my dog. I got to go have family time. And so that's like my habit that I'm always keeping in. Now I need to layer in a lot more me time and yoga back in, but working on it. It's a great place to be where the industry is really rebounded and we're all really busy, but we still want to keep some of that like time that we figured out during the slower time in COVID of like taking care of ourselves and some of those good habits as well.
So tell us, as a supplier, first of all, what do you do for Universal Studios, and how has coming to a conference like WeCon benefited you?
Yeah, so I'm a sales manager for Universal Studios Hollywood. So I sell pretty much anything that you see inside the theme park. So any little nook and cranny you can think of, from Harry Potter to Nintendo World. And then we also do have a soundstage space. So if you went to State of the Industry, we did host and got everyone from MPI down.
Yes.
But it's a ton of fun. Anything under the sun, from daytime picnics, team buildings, to all the way park takeovers. It's been a great property to work for. I've been there for 8 years.
Okay.
Why I like WeCon is I get a combo. I get to see a lot of like planners I haven't seen in a while, meet some new ones. But then for us as a supplier, we're a little bit unique where my partners are still the hoteliers too. So we don't have any hotel space. So we still have to rely on my hoteliers to be like, hey, we have a group coming in. Let's look at you guys for an offsite. And same thing with the CBB. We work very closely with. So I kind
Good.
of get like a little twofer
Okay.
every once in a while and get to like
Mhm.
Okay.
partner with like multiple different people while I'm at WeCon.
Awesome.
I want to know if you've been at Universal Studios for 18 years, what was your first job there?
Oh, I will correct. I have 8 years.
Oh, 8 years.
Yes.
It's still
I'm
a long
allowed
time.
to take the 8
It's still
years.
a long time. You should get a watch at 18. No,
Yeah.
no. What was your first? I mean, 8 years is still a long time.
Yes.
What have you been doing the same thing this whole
No.
time?
So
What's your first role
yeah,
there?
I definitely grew up within the company. I was actually my first role was a studio tour guide.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Okay.
pointed right and left off of the studio tour tram. I worked industry based, so that's why I went into that job. It was a day gig. I was able to go do my industry based jobs, but have a
Oh,
day gig.
okay.
A lot
Okay.
of the actors or industry folks do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just got lucky enough and got onto internship into the special events program and worked my way up and stayed and has remained.
Okay.
So I've been in the events industry probably going on around 5, 6 years now.
Okay.
So.
Many of my students would love to know how could they, as they're graduating or maybe they're in school, become a part of the internship program.
Mhm.
What advice would you have for students?
Yeah, so I will say one of the things I love about Universal is if you become what we call front of line employee, so you
Mm-hmm.
work at an attraction or studio tour, you're really the like client facing for any of the guests coming in the park. You have a name tag on. We have what's called a job placement program. So once you're hired on, there's so many different programs that open up, whether it be in finance, sales, managing the different front of house staff. They always are needing help. So there's multiple different programs that happen. You can be in a long-term one, short-term one, and a lot of people will actually grow up within the company from
Mm,
jumping into that program.
awesome. Cool, cool. Now, okay, Universal Studios, how has your world and work changed since Nintendo World opened? Because
Yeah.
there was a lot of media attention and a lot more people are coming to the park, I'm assuming. So come tell us what's been your experience
Yeah,
that
I
way.
mean, it's been really, really busy. So good news is we are right now focusing on our daytime guests, our, families coming in, anyone that's coming in from across the country, world, globe, wherever it may be,
Mm-hmm.
really focusing in and honing in on our daytime guest experience. So we've seen a lot longer park hours,
Mm,
sellout days during normally historically like softer time
That's
yes.
great,
periods.
though.
So
It's
it's
Yes.
great. It's
great.
really
Yeah.
good. For us event wise, we're just having a shift on what kind of
Mm-hmm.
events we can do right now. So we're looking for, hey, if we're going to do an after hours buyout, let's shoot towards 2024, like later
Okay.
fall.
Right.
But there's always just a way to pivot and move. But it's a great story for the company as a whole that we are just gangbusters right now. And Nintendo fans are huge
Yes,
fans.
they are.
Mm-hmm.
Very loyal, very
Yeah.
loyal.
What
Yes.
is the smallest group event people
Mm-hmm.
can do at
Mhm.
Universal Studios? What is the largest? What are some unique things you've seen people do at the space?
So we can do anywhere, what we call group is like anywhere between 25 people. So we
Mm-hmm.
can do teeny tiny little groups like that. Do city walk restaurants, so we can do like a meal there, have a ticket, let them mix into the park, do team buildings, and then we go all the way up to like 10,000 plus, where all of a sudden companies and corporations can come in and do full theme park takeovers. Where
Awesome.
once our park closes for the evening and we get the daytime guests out, they can just take it over and it's theirs for the whole entire evening.
Great.
But it ranges. I think our sweet spot is sometimes at 6,000 to 2,000, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll do partial takeovers. So we'll just
Mm.
have Harry Potter, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, or
Yeah.
just Springfield, and
Okay.
you can kind of do a fun mix and match. So for
Okay.
me, I always say just throw your group my way. I'll
Okay.
get creative.
All right.
I'll brainstorm.
You'll figure it
I'll figure it
out. We
out.
like that. We like that
We're
kind
gonna
of
get our
partner.
special wands from Harry Potter. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
And then one final thing for me. I know Amani has a favorite question. He's probably about to ask you, but thank you. You're a sponsor of this event.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
right now, I know it's really difficult to decide where you put your marketing dollars. So, how did you as an organization decide to put some marketing dollars towards this chapter, this event? And, how can we support you since you've been
Yes.
such a support to us?
Mhm.
I love that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, for us, MPI has always been a big part of Universal. We've always been a part of either being a member for years or being a part of Sasha Tani when she was with
Yes.
us.
Aw,
Sasha,
we
get
love
well.
Sasha.
Get well,
Hey,
Sasha. We know you broke your leg.
Sasha, hope
Miss
your
you,
leg
get
Yes.
feels
well.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a really big component
Mhm.
for MPI too. So I think her culture really fed over into ours as well. And we just know the benefit of it and the
Mhm.
reach that you can have on a local level and also a national level. So it's a great organization. And for us, we will always, be very big advocates for MPI and will always want to participate. So
Awesome. Cool.
Thank
Well,
you.
with that, thank you very much. And to enjoy the next general session, the closing general session.
Yeah.
We'll see you there. I'm going to save my special question for the next time we chat. So I won't put you on the
Oh,
spot
okay.
now. So something to look forward to there. And
Mhm.
just we appreciate you. Thank you for your support of the chapter. And thank you for being here at WeCon. And we'll see you in general session in about 35 minutes.
Perfect. Well, appreciate it. Thank you guys.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Have a good one.
Stacey.
All
You're the
right.
best.
We'll be back really quickly with our next guest. Stay tuned.